Welcome back, Insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal SirRosser here. When last we left off, we were working on my Insufferable challenge, and I was suddenly interrupted from a call from downstairs, so if the ending seemed abrupt, that is why. Let's see if we can get back into the groove of whatever it was we were doing. Let's take a look. Okay, got plenty of inventory space, plenty of rooms to explore, places to go, things to kill. Quickly review some of my skills here. Yes, this looks like something we were using. Let's move them out. Just wait for them to come to us. And clubber with me mace. Ah, here we have the Lutefisk god statue. This is what we will be using our Lutefisk for. When you place Lutefisk on this altar, it has a chance of giving you an item. The more you put on, the better the chance of it being a great item. So what we want to do is we want to get... my Lutefisk cube was in the other file. But that's okay, we'll eventually find one. We basically want to put 300 pieces of Lutefisk on the altar for the bestest of items. And there's some now. But we want to save up and do it all at once. Alright. Wait for this guy to come over and pound him. Not like that. You know what I mean. Let's just grab all this. Waste a couple of turns clicking in the wrong place. Ah, barbecues. We found sliced bread. I know I always like to grill a sliced bread. And here we have a mysterious portal that takes us somewhere. Not quite ready to run through that. Last time I did, I got my ass kicked hard. Because it takes you to a much higher level area, I do believe. We'll just keep this up. Grab some booze, a new recipe, break some things, always fun. Break some more things, and disarm a trap. Bashy bashy. These potions are usually pretty good in a pinch. Ah, lockpicks. Very good, very good. Here is a monolith. We will be using that to complete a quest, possibly. Like I say, just pick up everything we can to use or sell. Blammo. Got the drop on him. Taking free items, free items. Some of them more useful than others. Ooh, acid damage. Somewhat nasty. Just pick up all these Zorknids. And we always like to drink from the fountain. And I hope it doesn't kill us. And we got lingering dullness, which affects our magic. Alright. Let's reapply this. We'll just leave it on there. Gems usually good to sell in the early game. And plenty of cheese. Looks like that was about all for that room. Let's just go down here into this blank area. How's our map looking? Kinda hard to see sometimes exactly where you are. And exactly where the doors and such are. You have to strike a good balance of visible playing area versus map coverage. That sounded kind of official and intelligent. Diggle eggs, very good. Kill them all. Smashy, smashy. Ah, yeah. Love that free XP. Yes, definitely liking this armor bonus. Causes, it seems, a lot of early game survivability. Alright. Now let's see what we're gonna get. Let's see. Walk it off. Chance to increase health regeneration and stubbornness after getting hit. That could be hugely useful. What else we got? We may want to up our smithing skills pretty early so we can make cool stuff. What do we have here? This goes up with our tinkering proficiency, which we don't have, so I'm thinking it's not going to be great overall. I think what I'm going to do is... but this could be good too. I'm gonna go with this. Walk it off. 'Cause we tough. We tough. And if we're gonna keep taking hits, that's pretty necessary. Reapply our armor bonus. Guess we snuck up on that one. See, that was a tinkering recipe, I do believe. Now these guys can be tough. This is like a high-level enemy here, on a low level. I may want to try to play this smart, which traditionally speaking hasn't been good for me. Let's see if we can get some distance between us and him. I'm backing myself into a corner. Awesome. Let's take a look at our items real quick, see if we've got anything. Don't know what that does. Let's try it out. That gave us minor regeneration. Alright, that'll be good for the fight. We might be able to take this guy now. I'll just have to very much keep an eye on my health. If it looks like it's getting low, we'll have to find something drastic to do. Ah, the walking off popped up. Walk it off. And one more should do it. Awesome. Armor buff. Now, where were we here? Could buy some booze from the drink vendor. Ah, we found a hefty stick. A staff class weapon, which I am not proficient in. But we can always use it for something. Some such thing. We're going to have to go to a shop pretty soon for some inventory management. Let's bottleneck these guys. There we go. Always good to fight from a tactical advantage. What the hell? Where'd he come from? Now I am stuck in this acid between two monsters. Not where you want to be. Alright. Let this bat come to us. Okay, it's not going to. We'll just hop up there and pop it in the face. continue beating mercilessly upon the small animals. Here's an n-dimensional lathe, which is used for wand smithing. Another something that I don't have in this particular set of skills. Wandsmithing is another thing that I've never actually used before. Alright, let's watch the map, see if this pops open this Uber chest. It did. Now we want to immediately go back to that Uber chest because they have super awesome items in them every time. If you can get some early game, you can really turn things around fast. This way. We'll just beat some guys up along the way. I really am going to have to increase my map size at some point. It just covers so dang much of the screen at this resolution. That's the downside of recording on this game. You can't record when the game's at full screen, so I'm having to use it windowed. And I am not accustomed to playing my games windowed. Call me spoiled, but it's just something I never got used to. Alright, let's reap those rewards. Daruchi, the overworked magma. This is the shield of your Viking ancestors. It feels like a good time to pillage some villages. It is studded with nickel. See, that's got some really good stats on it too. It's got some trap affinity, looks like, and some other stuff. It's definitely better than this, which only has a block of 2. Let's see, it takes us down a couple of steps on some things, though. It takes us down on what looks like nimbleness. Well, that's okay. And it lowers our blue magic, I think. Magic power. That's okay, I can live with that. It's a good item. And once we're done with it, we can always send it to a museum. Alright, now we'll just walk on back to where we were. It's a bit of a trek. I can live with that. Must remember to reapply my armor buff. Oh, I almost stepped right in that thing. Again, at low levels, very deadly. Potentially. It may seem like I'm not taking huge risks, but I would very much like to actually win a few of these. There's a gem.
Critical hits.
Ah, chests. With a wand. And there's some bolas. And I'm out of inventory space. I'm probably going to just leave some of this stuff lying on the ground until I find a new shop area, because there should be one more shop on this level, and I'm hoping it'll be really close. That way I won't have to walk far for it. You know, if I have to go back for all that stuff later, I can always off-screen it when I stop and then get back to where I did. Because sometimes it just gets too boring to go over old ground. Just beat these guys up. There we go. And find some recipes. An Asgardian Stormhammer. And grog. And the worst idea ever? 3 hand grenades and some copper wire. Huh. It explodes violently without warning. Oh man, I wish I was a tinkerer now. I suppose we could... There's plastic ore I can't pick up. We could look at our recipe sets. If I can remember how to do that, we just have to use any kind of crafting thing. And we can look at secret recipes or all recipes. We can look at the stuff we have skill for so far. We could make some copper plate boots, or... Actually, do I have any ingots to make anything with? Reardon metal. That must be fresh from the update. And we have some platinum, some steel, some plastic. I guess we could take a look and see if we can craft anything here. We'll just take a look down at our recipe list. Let's see, we don't really need any axes. A rough steel mace might be useful. What does that use? That uses steel, which we only have 1 ingot of. And we've also got some tin. We could craft some plastic items, or a plastic ring. Since we don't have any rings, I guess that would technically be an improvement, and we could always use the Anvil of Krong to make it better. I might just do that. Make myself a plastic ring and see if I can use it for something else later. I think I may be cycling through here. Nope, we're still going. And using my amazing smithing skills, I can also turn these magical orbs into broken orbs on my anvil, which could be oh so very useful in case, you know, I ever need a broken orb. And it doesn't look like... Well, we can always just unclick this and just click on the Have Ingredients and see just exactly what we can make right now with what we have. Ooh, we could make a nail board, which is a mace class weapon. Dang it. It's a better mace class weapon than what we have. Maybe I'll make a nail board. And a plastic ring. There we go, and I immediately dropped it because I don't have any inventory space. But now I do have some inventory space because I used up that... Oh, another thing. We can use this disposable ingot press to press things into other things. And we have the ingredients to make some aluminum. Quite a bit of aluminum, and we can press these eggs into omelets, which is much better. Well, no, it wouldn't be better, because we can get a more efficient thing by using an egg and 3 cheeses. But to get shredded cheese, I need a ingot grinder, so we'll have to find one of those too. But I can grab this, use my press to make some more plastic ore. That way we'll have it. Pop this ring on. Equip our super handy dandy nail board. And now we are just ever so slightly better off than we were before. Alright. Good, good. We're learning. We're making progress. We're getting lockpicks. Really need to find... Yeah, I'll try to disarm that. Either a Lutefisk cube or a nearby shop. Either one would be super awesome swell. Take that, Blobby. Damn it, Blobby. And the common cave raven. What's this lever do? That gave us healing tiles, which would be awesome if we were hurt, but we can save them for later if we want, or just walk right over them. Ah, that fountain gave us the touch of Midas. That'll turn enemies into gold, sort of. And this one had Azure Magics. Moving right along. Ah. Plenty of enemies in here. Probably not safe to just run right in and start bashing things over the head just like that, but I feel like I can do that with the health I've got. Who would have guessed it would be hard to hit a raven with a mace? We got some stuff that I can't pick up. An extra ingot press. Yep, definitely going to have to do some inventory management. I keep saying that. We'll keep exploring the level first. And then I can just do a quick sweep of the level again later. You know, again, either after I'm done recording or before we go down a level. Either one's fine. How did I miss this before? Flashy Staff of Godwyn. Ah, now this is an interesting thing. Disarm these traps real quick. The way this works is, you place these runes in these floor spaces, and depending on the order you put them in, they cause different things to happen when you pull the lever. I had a list of what every single different combination of rune did, but I don't remember where I left it. So that combination gave us a handheld weaponry dispenser.
Your inventory is full.
The weapon dispenser, the handheld weapon dispensers are awesome late game because you'll have tons of money that you're not using for anything else. You can buy all the handheld weapons that come in stacks and stick them in your Lutefisk cube to make easy Lutefisk. Now in real life you'd never want to easily make Lutefisk for any reason, but this is a video game and all the rules of logic just don't apply. Pull that lever, that opens up the door, which basically did nothing for us. I just like pulling levers. Moving right along. Another door. Another door, another anvil. Now, we can't get over there unless we have skills that let us teleport or jump, or unless we have weapons or skills that knock things around. Currently, I do not have either of those. I keep hoping I'll find stuff I can stack under the inventory items I already have, and I keep not doing it. But we're getting close to finishing off this level. We've got that upper right corner left to go. Looks like an alchemy lab. Whoops, dead end. There we go. When did they add area rugs? Oh, it's a nice area rug, I guess. The Helm of Threepwood, of course, a reference to Monkey Island. So you can tell it's a good sense of humor. I feel like those area rugs should do something. And more recipes, like a magical badass jacket, and a mossy shield, and imperial clockwork plate. We got time to check this out. Hey, an Anvil of Krong. Perfect. Remember how I said I could use this plastic ring and maybe get something good out of it? I didn't really pay anything for it, so I won't be sad if I lose it. But we got bonus stuff from this, so awesome. That gave us some resistances and some extra damage. We do some putrefying damage and we got some acidic resistance, so that was a good thing. The hell? 70. That's a voodoo thing, I'm sure, but again, new to this version. or new to this expansion, I should say. This is B. Arthur. I think we saw her a little bit last time, before I was unceremoniously destroyed. I think it went a little better that time. Ah, so many items. Hey, a lever. Pull the lever. Oh yeah, that's a better belt than what we've got. Well, it's got better defensive stats. I'm gonna just take it. I'll leave this here and come back for it. That's going to be a common theme during the recording of one of these sessions, I believe. Because normally, if I was playing, you know, I take a lot of time just faffing around with inventory and backtracking. Now these cabinets, we can break them open to take their delicious gooey innards. Yep, didn't want to do that. And we'll beat this guy up. Hey, a pantry. No, a dining hall. Nothing like disrupting the enemy's luncheon. These dang adventurers, they always knock on the door right when we're having dinner. Is what these monsters would be saying if their brains weren't currently decorating the outer rim of the walls. Alright. Let's just bust up this table, because furniture gets no quarter in this man's army. Alright, we've successfully destroyed a long table, possibly a buffet, and I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to go back, pick up all that stuff, sell some stuff off at the shops, and when next we come back I will be here. Until then, this is Rosser. Take a drink.